You either die a hero or you see yourself live long enough to become the villain. A very powerful quote, often used to describe media that overstays their welcome. Mostly games, since in almost every game fandom, the earlier versions are loved while the later versions are degraded. Some people even wish they died back in the early days so they never got the chance to become Dookie Baloney. But this quote isn't always true. As for one game never became the villain despite living for a long time, which is ironic since the game is all about killing niggas. That game, of course, is Happy Wheels. My school thinks I'm retarded. That's probably because I grew up being a chronically online potato child. My main habitat, of course, was obviously YouTube. I was into all different types of videos, animations, commentary, Angry Birds bondage, you know, the typical shit. Though I was mainly obsessed with Let's Plays. I watched 500 different videos across 50 different channels and became addicted to games I never even touched before. So of course, the first thing I did when I bought my friend's PC was change the wallpaper from furry porn. Not kidding, he sold the PC to me with Leafy on hentai as the home screen. And I had to set up to my big ass TV because I didn't have a monitor yet. After that horror deal, the next thing I did was go back and finally play all those games I had watched 30-year-old men play for me. Happy Wheels was not one of those games. I had watched so much content on it, but I completely skipped over it when I went to go down my little video game nostalgia trip, not really thinking about it for years until I randomly did. Then I realized I never hear people talk about Happy Wheels, which is odd because this shit was heat back in Uncle Danny's day, and it still is. The 2000s was filled with fun, quirky level makers and rad dogs physics-based games. What made Happy Wheels stand out was that unlike the other silly cutesy games in these dramas, Happy Wheels was gory and nasty, attracting a large audience of little billies who skedaddle to anything gory and nasty. Of course, many YouTubers wanted to profit off this, making tons and tons of videos of the game, adding in the fact the game was being constantly updated with player-made maps. All signs pointed to Happy Wheels being a mainstay in the gaming world. So how come no one talks about Happy Wheels today, despite the game remaining the same in quality? Well, my name is Danny Danny, and I'm here to bust this case wide open on what happened to Happy Wheels. Just kidding, this is just like a silly yap retrospective, not a deep dive on why the game disappeared, but I'll maybe talk about that. You just gotta watch the end of the video. But first, I want to do a little bit of self-promotion. Hey, it's self-promo Danny here. I was gonna have a different bit for this section where I just scream into the mic, but I kind of want to guilt trip a little bit. So for the 600 of you who are actually subscribed, bet you're wondering, where the hell has this nigga been for the last 3 months? Well, I was working on the video, but then I started taking more time to spoon with my beautiful girlfriend. Then I spent a whole month working on a promposal. Then I went to the prom. Then I got fucking stabbed. Then I had to go through 2 surgeries, spend the week in the hospital, got kicked out of my granny's house, had to move into a new house. And then the video file got corrupted and I had to remake over half of it. But it's done now, so subscribe. I heard that helps with stab wounds. Anyways, oh, I love milking it. I'm not a big history guy, so this won't be a big history section. It just felt weird not briefly going over it. Happy Wheels was created by Jim, last name. Jimmy started off making a bunch of silly little Flash animations, eventually upgrading to a silly little Flash game called Divine Intervention. This blew up and started Jimmy down the path of Flash game frenzy. Happy Wheels began with just a wheelchair nigga rolling down the grass hill. Simple game so far was inspired by ragdoll games and not sandbox games as I originally had thought. The reason why it's so gory is because Jimmy felt like other games with the ragdoll engine had no consequences for failing. It worked out and Happy Wheels became a huge success. Happy Wheels originally started off with a bunch of pre-made levels. Those were all fine and dandy, but it was the level editor that made shit really skyrocket. From there, Happy Wheels kept updating and adding new characters and levels and stuff, all the way until Flash killed itself, with all the Flash games being taken back and old Yeller along with it. Luckily, Total Jerkface Games, the Happy Wheels developer team I forgot to mention, were locked in and released a completely new ground-up version of Happy Wheels made on JavaScript 3 days before Flash shut down. And that's the version I'll be yapping about for the rest of the video. Shout out to this history vid, I deadass got all my info from there. Nerd shit over time for the fun stuff. Or should I say, happy stuff. I'm gonna break down the gameplay so the rest of the video is easier to follow. If you played or seen Happy Wheels before, you already know what I'm about to talk about, so skip to this time to avoid all the recapping bits. But for those who don't know or don't care, Happy Wheels has 2 level types: levels made by thousands of funky monkeys across the internet, and the levels made by the game devs, also known as featured levels. Each level consists of you controlling one of the main characters with the end goal of reaching the end goal. If you seem simple enough, yeah, well, the level creators are trying everything in their power to make sure sure you don't reach that end goal. Just like I said earlier, Happy Wheels is a violent version of the cutesy kawaii 2000 sandbox games. Well, as violent as you can get with it being a game and all, you know what I mean. Yeah, even though Happy Wheels had an audience of mostly children, it was not a kids game whatsoever. There's cursing, there's blood, there's sometimes references to sex. Yeah, we're getting into real edgy territory. It reminds me of this mobile game. I don't know if you know it might make me an unk by saying it, but it's called Happy Run. It looked cutesy with all these silly little cartoon characters, but was actually hella gory and then nasty. Anyways, I'm not gonna break down the game in this video into, I don't really know what to call it, chapters, I guess. Okay, now that all the yappy intro bits are out the way, let's finally dig up in there. Starting with, I don't know better place to start this than the characters, since you know those are the niggas you played through the entire game. First off, we have Wheelchair Guy, the face of Happy Wheels. Other than the father and son, when you think of Happy Wheels, you think of this beautiful bastard. Not gonna lie though, no idea what else to say about this dude, or most of these dudes in fact. I included a character section because it was an easy way to transition to the more gameplay sections, but now that I'm here, it's hard to talk about most of these goonies in any type of limb since they don't have any personality. And the only difference between them, besides the designs of course, is what vehicle they use and how many people you get to put through pain and agony, and worst of all, 2010 memes. So I'm just rapid fire the bullet points I wrote down for each character. Wheelchair Guy rides in a wheelchair, has thruster boosters, one of the 4 main characters you'll see in pretty much most of the levels. Segway Guy rides a Segway, basically just a faster pogo guy that can't jump as high. Another one of the 4 characters you'll see in most levels. Father and son rides a bike, has an extra body bag tagging along. Another one of the main silly sallies you'll see in levels, probably the most, besides this other guy I get into later down the list. Shopping cart lady, I like to call her Big Bertha. She's slow and big, which is the last thing you want in a game about tight maneuvers and dodging shit, but she can also jump, kinda. Couple the same as father and son, just an upgrade. Now you get 2 body bags instead of 1, so discount. The lawnmower guy, big and large, so not ideal. Has the puny little jump thing Big Bertha has, but actually possesses a unique ability. Like straight up, you can just mow over shit. It's really fucking fun. Miner, I'm playing Minecraft in the cave looking for diamonds. That's funny. I'm in the same cave looking for miners. Santa, best and worst character, has 2 little minions, so that's a plus. Big and fat, so that's a minus. The ability to fly, so that's a plus, but it's fucking ass, so that's a minus. Please don't make me sit on your lap again, Santa. I felt something last time. Pogo Stick Guy, the last of the 4 main characters I've been yapping about. While not the most prevalent in marketing and outside content, probably the most prevalent in game. So many levels using this dude. Him, Segway Guy, and father and son are def the favorites of game makers. I can't really blame them. Most characters just kind of do the same thing they do, but are less iconic. Bat Mom, final bike bastard, same as dad, just a single mother with 2 kids trying to make it through life. Really hoping nothing bad happens to her. For the final character, we have Chopper Guy. Just don't play the level. Wait a minute, did you just say level? I ride a bike with my son. Happy Wheels has 2 different level types, being player levels and feature levels. Something that pretty much every sandbox game has, so not really breaking new ground there. Anyways, for player levels, I don't even know how to describe them. If you played any sandbox game, you know the levels are a major mixed bag. It is really impressive what people managed to create using a somewhat simple engine of Happy Wheels. So many levels push the limits of what's possible in this goofy little game in the best way. It is very easy to tell when those limits have been met, but most of the time they still make some pretty cool shit, or pretty good attempts at cool shit. The only way to really go over this section and talk about specific sub levels gets repeated over and over, changed and improved by each player. So starting off with the first sub level I played, bottle runs. Bottle run levels are simple in concept, as for a lot of these, but pretty fun and creative in execution. Also pretty fucking frustrating. The main idea of the bottle run is to get whatever character you're playing to the end while crossing runways made of magic floating bottles. The challenge is that the bottles break as soon as you ride over them, meaning you gotta quickly skedaddle across or face the consequence of being plunged into the white deadly void of nothingness. It's not just speed you gotta worry about, balance is also an issue, which is way easier to say than it is to actually do. I haven't really talked about it much. Every Happy Wheels character moves like a drunk moron. Very important information to remember from most of these levels. Not much else to really say about these. They're pretty straightforward. Now for the next one. That's when the variety starts coming in. I don't really have a name for these, so I'm just call them tossing shit levels. That nickname should clue you in. Basically any level where you're tossing shit. This ranges from bottles, balls, children. The bottles kind of lead into their own niche level type, being the 2016 Dink Bottle Flip Challenge. Quality of these levels vary, of course, but the main idea stays the same. You're stuck in the same area, but the only action you're allowed to do is throw shit, with the goal to eventually make it into a certain condition that will allow you to win. Some challenges mixed in. For most of the tossing levels, there's a bunch of other holes, or if you throw your balls in one of those, it can either kill you, unlock the win hole, throw more balls, different shit like that. With the bottle flips level, the challenge is usually just making it land, which is not easy. I know that's all there really is to say about these. I wanted to talk about them in some capacity because I saw them a lot, but they're not really that interesting, and I low-key got bored of them, so I didn't really play them much. Next, we have story levels. Levels that follow some type of plot or mission that are usually either really lame or really funny. No in between. There's troll levels, pogo jump levels. These I specifically remember yelling at my TV like a black lady during a horror movie for YouTubers to beat this shit because it didn't look that hard when they were struggling like a motherfucker. But I don't blame them now, because this shit is not easy. Like, dead ass. It's pretty hard. IP levels, any levels using any existing IP. Rope toss levels, again, harder than it looks. You swing this nigga to that place. Adventure levels, these are like story levels, but a bit different, usually having you go through some type of little adventures with a bunch of traps and shit in the way. The main one of these I could find is the city escape levels, or chaos city, whatever, city shit. There's more sub-level types, but if I didn't write them in my notes, either they sucked or I didn't give a shit. Now I'm gonna recap Danny's top 3 favorite levels, because I don't know how else to end this section. Rainbow hardcore course. I like courses with unique traps. Slither.io. God, I never knew how to fucking say that. Thruster walls. I don't know. Just fun. Harpoons run. I like harpoons. Moving zombies. Favorite of the mowing levels because they run right into your mower. And finally, neon rainbow stairs. Satisfying. We are now entering uncharted territory. As a kid, I never once even attempted to make a Happy Wheels level. In fact, as a kid, I barely even played Happy Wheels, but we'll talk about that more in the Danny Spective. I actually never even seen anyone try to make a level in 4. The only thing I care about was watching other people's cock and ball torture runs. But now, it's time for me to make my own. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted my level to be, which is why this video is so late. Kidding, that's not why. It took me forever to figure out what video to make. But anyways, the level. I was trying to mix a bunch of different Happy Wheels levels into one. So like a Happy Wheels trail mix. Whether I did a good job for that, I will now be switching to Yap Danny to talk about the process of making the level. For starters, I spent like 4 periods drawing out this plan in class to make it easier. I knew I wanted a more classic deathcore style level. Happy Wheels is a great sandbox game. I low-key love it, but goddamn, this UI is annoying as fuck. It took me forever to learn how to do shit. Then I remember I kind of know how to read, and it still took me a while. It's not the worst, it's just not the most clear. But that's also probably because I'm a slow learner, so I got used to the UI eventually. I never got used to this fuck-ass camera though. You can't zoom out or auto scroll, so you have to literally drag the screen along with your mouse like a goddamn caveman, and it takes forever. Especially when you're trying to move shit to the other side of the screen, it moves so slowly. And yes, I checked full screen, it didn't help. Anyways, with learning UI finished, I now had to actually make the level. As you can see from my beautiful drawing, there's a lot of different sections I wanted to include. The map took like 2 hours to fully make. A lot of that time was spent actually failing to beat my own level. It was meant to be hard, just not rip your pubes off rage hard. And it was most definitely the second one through most of the testing. It's beatable though, as well as cheesable like every good Happy Wheels level should be. I really wanted Harpoon somewhere in this level because it's like my favorite trap out of all of them. It's just so satisfying seeing a man get a rod stuck in them, you know what I mean? I did this little troll section with the harpoons because I wanted it to be a separate harder path to take. The harpoons just completely fucked me every time I tried it and just came out to be unbeatable. There was supposed to be a bottle section at the end, but I couldn't get it right, and I was low-key so tired by this point, so I just kind of put the bottles there. There's more hawk to it, but I want to save that for the part where my grease monkeys test the level, which is actually the next part we're gonna get to. Warning, sorry for like the bipolar as mic quality. Each one of these sections was recorded like in vastly different times due to a certain incident I won't address anymore in this video, but you know what I mean. Also, Goldilocks' internet sucks ass, and it's definitely not mine.
Hey guys, I'm gonna kill my kid in Happy Wheels.
Every day I ride with my
Make sure to like and subscribe, and hit that subscribe. Oh shit, oh shit. Is this possible?
Yeah, it's possible. I beat it twice.
Is that supposed to happen?
Dude, like, how do you do that?
I can't help you, to be fair, because I didn't get to...
Oh,
shit, that was low-key sick.
It's might be the strat. Might be the strat. Okay.
Alright, how do I do this? Oh, what the fuck? Why did I already die? Forward, reverse. Oh, I see you. I see how it goes. How do I restart?
Oh. Is it just a normal level? What is this video gonna be about?
The happy will stay expected.
It's a pretty shit level so far. Oh my god.
To a classic day, YouTube. Gigi, what are you doing?
I'm doing tricks on it.
Okay, bro. Alright, we just did a flip. Do a flip. Bro, how? I don't understand how to go fast. Oh, shit! Why did he... Oh my god.
What the fuck is that shit?
That one's beatable, by the way. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it's really beatable.
Oh no, it's up my ass. Oh no.
Your arm break.
Oh my god. My kid's foot fell on my head.
What are you doing?
Oh, wait, I know what to do.
Gigi, whatever you're thinking, I promise you that's not what you're supposed to do.
Oh
Oh my god.
You could have given me a warning, Jesus. Oh my god. I was going slow because I thought it would be like a trap.
Yeah, it was a trap.
We got it. Please. Yes.
Okay, it worked that time. I promise you're not gonna be able to beat the rest of the level like this. For water.
What the hell?
Are you alive? No fucking way.
I'm rating you 1 fucking star.
Oh, I need to use him as a shield.
You do, Loki. Wait.
Yeah. Oh.
My God.
Oh god. Am I still alive? I'm still alive.
Keep going.
Oh no! Oh. Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
What?
What? That's fucked up. That's fucked up, bro.
Okay. That's... Okay.
Full speed.
Oh god!
Wait, what do you mean full speed? You lied.
Oh, really? Oh! 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 Wait, now what? Now what do we do? What the fuck?
Yes, no, yes. Oh, my son, my son.
Skip the whole
Oh.
section. Thanks a lot.
Oh, it's fine. Yes. Are you kidding me? No. Are you fucking kidding me? Where's Timmy? Timmy's here. Timmy made it. That's Timmy. His heart. Fuck.
You can still make it.
I'm alive. Holy shit. Oh. Oh, come on. I can still make it. Go, Timmy, go. He's gonna make it.
Click C.
Oh.
Timmy, go.
Go, Timmy, go. Go, Timmy, go. You got this.
Timmy,
Oh, no.
Yeah, thanks for telling me that. Okay. I'm still... Look at that. I'm still... Oh my god, I might actually make this. I might actually make this.
Oh no fucking way.
Fuck! Wait! Did I win? Yes, it does! Yes, it does! Yes, it does! No! That's it, bro! That's it, bro! That's it! That's it! That's it!
Go 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 go! Ah!
I'm not gonna start the
It's-
timer till you learn the controls.
Up arrow is forward, down arrow is back.
Oh, this is 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
the VOSD is so much better. Ooh.
That's all you do?
No.
Oh.
Press tab and R.
You gotta like bounce, you gotta go
So
fast
AIDS.
and you gotta balance it in the air. This is not a cakewalk. What, you think this shit is easy? This is Happy Wheels, nigga. Lock in.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck. Oh.
Do you know he's voiced by Tobuscus?
Who?
Really?
You know who Tobuscus is?
What did he say?
Do you like my sword, 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 my diamond sword, sword? That nigga.
It's just go, just go.
If he beats this, I'm gonna be so mad.
Yes.
I swear
Yes.
to fuck. You bitch!
Is that it?
Yeah.
Bitch!
Good job, Dave.
You got so
that it?
lucky. Yes, you beat it. Whatever. You got so lucky.
Oh, I literally beat it the fastest. 1 minute.
Yeah, so I don't think my level was as hard as I thought it was gonna be. I might just be retarded. And Tabor too, because his ass took the longest. Now, time for the next section. Everyone's favorite. The Danispective. What's a Danispective? Well, it's kind of like a retrospective, but I don't fully understand what that word means, so you get the Nimrod version. Happy Wheels was one of those games from my childhood that I remember seeing a lot, but I never played or got too invested in. It was just one of those games I saw YouTubers play occasionally for shits and giggles. I don't know, maybe it didn't itch my silky smooth brain like other YouTuber favorites. The biggest memory I can think was that my childhood best friend started a YouTube channel and would post Happy Wheels videos. Pretty sure the channel's deleted and I don't talk to the friend no more, so I can't find them. And low-key, no memory what the videos were actually about, but I can probably imagine that killer gameplay and stellar voice acting. As for my current day experiences with Happy Wheels, other than this video, there is none. Like I said, I don't see it like at all. Low-key though, it's fun as fuck. And surprisingly, there's still at least 1 or 2 levels being made daily, so the game's not dead. Not popping off either, but def not dead. There's also mobile ports that I don't think a single person ever touched. So every game used to want a mobile port so badly, and like I get it, accessibility and all, but like no one plays mobile games, especially since no one really plays watered down versions of mobile games. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have, I guess. Moving on, there's a show. At first I could only sniff out 1 or 2 episodes, but then I managed to come across the entire show made into one long video. I'm writing this in the school bathroom before I watch it, so I'm going to predict as probably ass. Okay, I watched it. It's a solid 4 sigmas out of 10. The animation's pretty neat and the voice acting is alright. The shit is just so 2010s. From the jokes to the gore and the jokes to the gory jokes, because there's nothing really else to this shit, just unfunny random acts of violence. And not in a Happy Tree Friends kind of way where the violence would play off each other in a dominoes effect. And a let's have this person randomly get sliced in halfway. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I mentioned YouTubers a lot and I'm not realizing I never mentioned any Pacific YouTubers. Jacksepticeye. I definitely watched him as a niglet, but I don't know if I specifically watched any of his Happy Wheels shit. Probably did, considering he has over 22 hours of Happy Wheels content. Nigga was on that grind. Rewatching this shit low-key made me miss how old gaming videos were made. There wasn't no hyper editing with a bunch of fruity, overstimulating subtitles eye penetrating you every 2 seconds. There was just the game, sometimes a webcam, and the funny nigga doing funny shit. Speaking of funny niggas, Queso is a new influencer who feels like a classic to me. His content is also carried by his personality, and his videos are full, get it because he's fat, of whimsy and joy. He only made 1 or 2 Happy Wheels videos a year ago, so it's not like he plays this shit religiously. It's just cool to see a modern YouTuber play the game, or streamer. I don't know what the fuck the nigga does. Anyways, PewDiePie played it 4 months ago. I don't fuck with PewDiePie though, not because he said nigga, because he's lame. Speaking of black baboon nigga monkeys, Hori Kenshin made pretty fun Happy Wheels videos. His horror vids never appealed to me because my siblings would overplay the fuck out of them, but I've always liked him in more non-horror shit. Others you can probably guess, like Dan Tidium, Markiplier, etc., all kooky coons. Dan made a nostalgia shit video where he plays Happy Wheels and a few other ragdoll games. I don't know, just thought it was cool, and it gives me an idea for a future video. There's content retarded YouTube kid slop. Slop is just a weird word now. I hear it used so much because of this shit, and it's so funny when you remember it's referring to poppy playtime porn and shit. And that's the end of the Danny Spective. Happy Wheels was fun. Not much else to say. Fuck, I can't do the voice. Good job. You made it to the end of this long ass video. So this is the first quote unquote Danny Spective that I'm gonna try to make. Pretty much where I go back and reach into your big ass head, go to that little corner I like to call nostalgia, and pick up some random bullshit game you watch when you were like 12 years old, and then I yap about it for 20 plus minutes. I don't know, I thought Happy Wheels was a good place to start. I was gonna do Tattletale, but I'm not gonna lie, it was too much of a pussy to play the game. But yeah, after this one, there's a few more I really want to do. The next one's definitely gonna be fucking Who's Your Daddy, like 100%. But I also really want to do like Turbo Dismount. Of course, I gotta tickle my way back into the FNAF series. I don't know, there's a bunch of shit I want to do. So comment back, fuck me. Comment down below any games or like media that you remember, you know, YouTube related, all that jazz, and I can make a little Danny Spective about it. Yeah, I'm not gonna milk the stabbing thing anymore, but I'm gonna milk the stabbing thing anymore. I got stabbed. Please subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Danny out.